Well, welcome to Maple Mountain High School for Game 2 of this city doubleheader between the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles and the Spanish Fork Dons, which should be a very interesting crosstown rivalry. If this is anything like the girls' game, we are set for a dandy. Great to be with everybody. Once again, Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman as we get set to go. And Maple Mountain's a team, Jerry, to kind of keep an eye on. They're really streaking right now in Region 8.
They are. I mean, they started the season kind of like we saw from the girls, not playing very well together, but finding gritty ways to win the ball game. But lately, they've gelled, and it is something to watch.
Well, taking a look at Spanish Fork, definitely not the season that head coach Jesse Roberts and the Dons really wanted. But it's been a season where, they got the win Friday night against Payson, and now they have a shot maybe to build and see if maybe they can backdoor themselves into that 4 spot.
And I know we called the Mountain View game, but I look at this team, and they pass the eye test. They've got size, they've got speed. Bridger Knowles, 19 points, but Tanner Argyle, he's a one-man wrecking crew.
So this is shaping up to be a great ball game. The student sections for both teams, or both schools, I should say, are packed pretty much to the brim. Maple Mountain going about 12, 13 rows back. We're going to get ready for the national anthem here, and then we'll have the introductions of the starting lineups for both of these teams. Nonetheless, here going to be an exciting one. Game 2 of...
I can't wait. Man, I got to tell you, I've been looking forward to this all day. First the girls game, that was as competitive as we thought it'd be, and now the boys. Are you kidding me?
Let's go ahead here as the Maple Mountain Pep Band will play our national anthem here tonight for game number 2. National anthem is concluded right now. We'll get ready here for the starting lineup for the Spanish Fork Dons, as there we'll go with Kellett Cook at guard as we welcome everybody back in for game 2, which should be a very exciting one. Tanner Argyle is a big name to keep in mind tonight for Spanish Fork. He can light up the scoreboard in a hurry.
He can. I mean, he averages about 2 threes a game, but he's streaky. Once he hits them, he'll keep dropping them.
So they'll go with Josh Chingus in there, number 22, Brandon Congdon, and number 23, Bridger Knowles will be the starting 5 tonight. The Dons are coached by Jesse Roberts, and looking to try to see if they can't pull upset tonight, as we now will get the introduction of the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles, who really have been led by their backcourt and Parker Christensen and Tyler Boyack.
Yep, Parker Christensen, Tyler Boyack, the Splash Brothers, as I like to call them. They both average about 15 points a game. So much fun to watch. You never know when one goes off or the other goes off. But if they both go off together, you're in some serious trouble.
And it should be interesting to see, because really Kellett Cook and Tanner Argyle have a very tough matchup tonight. And both those guys, when you look to the inside though, Dawson Butler, we're still kind of waiting for him to have a big breakout game.
Dawson Butler is doing all of the grunt work inside. He's blocking shots, pulling down rebounds, but he is yet to dominate on the scoring like I think he could.
So it should be interesting. Maple Mountain will go with, once again, Matthew Ballard, Parker Christensen, Tyler Boyack, Dawson Butler, and I believe they're going with
think it's going to be Radigan.
I think it's Will Radigan,
He's come on in the past few weeks.
The Golden Eagles are coached by head coach Johnny Averett, as Maple Mountain will once again finish getting fired up with their student section. The lights are going to come back on, and we are set, ready to go. It looks like it's best dress night here for the Maple Mountain student section. Lots of white shirts and ties.
Best dressed, sleeveless.
Oh, true.
That's hilarious what these kids come up with sometimes.
So we're about set, ready to go. Spanish Fork will wear the all-black uniforms. Maple Mountain will be in the home whites.
Yeah. And this is awesome. Watching them say hi to each other, you can tell they know each other, and there's much respect here on this court.
A lot of bragging rights will be on the line, especially heading into that second game, as Will Radigan tips the ball. It's going to go out of bounds to Spanish Fork, and the Dons will start with no time gone off the clock, and we'll see the Spanish Fork Dons with their first offensive possession of the evening.
Yeah, looks like Maple Mountain's going to come out in zone.
Tanner Argyle, number 3, has the basketball up at the top. Here's Kellett Cook. Chingus with the basketball, cross-court pass. Here's Kellett Cook, knocked away. Parker Christensen going coast to coast, and he will lay it up and in for 2.
He's just so fast. Mr. Basketball from Maple Mountain.
Mikel Christiansen, Hawaii's attorneys at law. Great defensive play. Great defense makes a good offense. Back the other way. That ball is going to be thrown out of bounds as they were looking inside to try to get the ball in the hands of Josh Chingus.
Yeah, you gotta stay under control versus Maple Mountain because they will take advantage of your mistakes.
Tyler Boyack will run the point. He was our MVP Sports MVP of the game on Friday against Springville. Backdoor cut, it's caught, and Radigan lays it in. I think they were going for the alley-oop, but it turned into a nice layup.
He can jump out of the sky. Look at that Car Guys instant replay.
2 on the other end is off. Radigan pulls the rebound. Maple Mountain's got some energy early.
And they'll run.
Cross-court pass. Here's Parker Christensen. Boyack with it. He thought about just pulling up and shooting it.
Oh, he'll shoot that.
Inside Butler, that one knocked away. Boyack will come back and get it. Here's Radigan.
Yeah, Knowles able to get his hand on that one.
Here's a 3 for Boyack. That one misses short rim. Congdon pulls the rebound.
He didn't have control of that ball when he shot it.
4-0 Maple Mountain first quarter. 6:34 to go here in the first. That one's in the hands. Here's Brandon Congdon. Chingus thought about it. Moving it back around. Here's Argyle. Tries to go baseline, kicks it out. Congdon for 3.
Great pass by Argyle, finding the open man.
A Lance Wilson State Farm assist there for Tanner Argyle. And the Dons are on the board at 4-3. Radigan goes around the screen. He's guarded by Congdon. That one's knocked away. It's going to go out of bounds. It will stay here with Maple Mountain with 6:03 to go here in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, Spanish Fork in the black and red, Maple Mountain in the all-white uniforms. Boyack gets it into Ballard. Boyack will come get the basketball.
Oh, they missed an open Dawson Butler inside.
Radigan goes up against Congdon's able to get the space. Butler for 3 hits.
Woo! Dawson Butler. Where did that come from?
A 7-3 lead right now for Maple Mountain. Tanner Argyle. Boyack gets him in the backcourt. Maple Mountain seems to be bringing a 1-2-2 full-court press. And Knowles, I think, got away with some steps right there. They'll move it back out.
Tanner Argyle, I like to call him the human highlight reel.
Right now, they kick it in the corner. Baseline drive for Congdon. He'll pull it back out. Tries to get it to Argyle. It's going away. Here comes Boyack running with Christensen. And Christensen gets the contact but can't get the ball to roll.
He forced
and
that.
He will shoot free throws right now. 7-3 right now. And the first team foul there going against Josh Chingus. And Parker Christensen will shoot a pair.
Parker Christensen is very wily with that basketball. If he has a chance to draw the foul and make a basket, he'll do it.
Christensen gets the roll. A hit about all sides of the rim. Last time these two teams got together here at Maple Mountain was, I believe, the last game of last season. It was senior night here, I believe, at Maple Mountain, and the Golden Eagles put a number on Spanish Fork.
Yeah, I think it was 79-39. Oh, no, 76-43.
Chingus with the basketball, cross-court pass, and Argyle is there. He'll control it right now. Christensen up at the top for Maple Mountain. Here's Kellett Cook. We didn't see him earlier in that matchup against Mountain View. Here's Argyle for three. That one is off. Rebound pulled down by Congdon. It's going to be knocked away. Boyack with the steal. And Chingus going to pick up the foul. And Chingus immediately kind of frustrated with the foul. That's the second.
That's his second. And once again, Boyack initiating the contact and getting the foul.
And immediately Brady Lewis in off the bench for Spanish Fort. Our first substitution of the ball game with 4:49 to play in the first. Boyack guarded by Kellett Cook. Here's Dawson Butler in the high post. He's guarded by Bridger Knowles. That cut for Boyack gets it to go.
Boyack now on the board.
10-3 right now in favor of Maple Mountain.
4 of the 5 starters for Maple Mountain on the board.
Moving the basketball around. Here's Kellett Cook. Over to Brandon Congdon. Congdon splits the defense, got it knocked away. Here's Christensen ahead of the pack. Argyle chasing. Christensen lays it in for two. And it's 12-3 in favor of Maple Mountain.
Trying to split the double team of his own. That's 2 turnovers by Congdon.
Both of those turnovers have led to points. Caleb Money to the bench for Spanish Fort. Here's Argyle, kicks it back out. Kellett Cook. Congdon looking in the corner. Argyle for three, and that one rattled in and out.
Unfriendly.
And the putback is good for Bridger Knowles.
Great use of the basket as a defender.
Back the other way come the Golden Eagles. Boyack around the screen. That one knocked away by Kellett Cook, but right into the hands of Christensen.
Looking for the screen and roll.
Radigan to the basket, up and over. There's going to be a Spanish Fort foul. And it's going to go against Bridger Knowles. That's his first and the third team foul. And Will Radigan will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, it was a bailout for Radigan because I think he spun that ball the wrong way.
A packed house here at Maple Mountain High School as Radigan gets the first to go. That's student section for the Golden Eagles. You can't really see it on your screen right now, but it is packed all the way to the top.
And they are loud.
13-5 lead here for Maple Mountain. Radigan a chance to give the Golden Eagles a 9-point lead here with the free throw, and he gets it to go. Quickly, Spanish Fort back the other way. Caleb Money was wide open inside to Knowles. He'll put it up for two. Maple Mountain not getting back in transition there. Big bucket for the Dons.
Yeah, great job by Knowles letting Butler fly by, getting the easy bucket.
Boyack to the basket. Skip past Christensen for three. That one was long. Rebound goes to Radigan. Inside, Ballard to the hoop for two.
Now all starters for Maple Mountain on the board.
In the ball game, number 4, Tanner Olson. That one's knocked away at center court. It's Boyack to Radigan, who will go up and lay it in for two. And Maple Mountain has found a way to get
Where's the timeout for Spanish Fort?
Tanner Argyle with the basketball. Colton Bingham to the table. That one's knocked away. Here comes Christensen all alone. Olson trying to catch him, and Christensen misses the layup on the other end. A big break for the Spanish Fort Dons. Tanner Olson, number 4, with the basketball.
Spanish Fort needs to do something to stop the bleeding right here.
Caleb Money, number 5, with the basketball. Back up top, Brady Lewis. Here's Tanner Argyle. Skip pass over to Lewis. Back up here, Tanner Argyle, guarded by Boyack. It's going to be an interesting matchup tonight, and Lewis might have gotten away with a carry there. Nonetheless, Maple Mountain basketball. Here's Radigan going coast to coast. Leaves it for Christensen, who couldn't finish it. There's going to be a foul coming from behind. Parker Christensen will go to the line and shoot two with 1:58 to play here in the quarter.
Two uncharacteristic misses for Parker Christensen.
Tanner Olson picking up the foul, his first and the 14th foul against the Spanish Fort Dons.
Spanish Fort has to find a solution to that zone by Maple Mountain.
Christensen hits the first as Brad Bird comes in, and Colton Bingham coming off the Maple Mountain bench. 19-7 lead for Maple Mountain, 1:58 to play in the first quarter. And the second one good for Christensen.
7 points for Splash Brother number 1.
Back the other way, Colton Bingham going to get whistled for the foul as he made some contact there with Tanner Argyle. Both teams, Jerry, are coming back quickly after makes.
Yeah, I mean, that's only the first foul on the Golden Eagles.
Caleb Money to inbound. Bingham almost got his hand on it there. And there's going to be a traveling violation and a Spanish Fork turnover. Bridger Knowles, I think, just lost the pivot foot. As we're going to see, we'll see Parker Swenson come in off the bench.
Yeah, Coach Jesse Roberts trying to find a combination that works.
Here's Tyler Boyack. Boyack will get a screen from Christensen. Now a screen from Brad Bird. Looking for his teammate, finds Parker Christensen.
Double screen against his zone, trying to get him open for a shot.
Boyack takes a deep three and hits.
Deep three, Splash Brother number 2.
And here's Tanner Argyle now in the front court. Spanish Fork needs to answer. Argyle tries to go coast to coast. Inside Swenson, no. Rebound goes to Swenson, goes up strong again. Couldn't get it the second time. Third time's blocked by Butler. Caleb Money for 3. It's good. A huge shot for the Dons.
They needed that one. Caleb Money.
Butler running the floor the other end for 2, and Maple Mountain gets 2 quickly back on the Boyack to Butler connection.
They can't rest after you score.
25-10, Maple Mountain on top. Here's Argyle, and there's going to be a foul, and I think they're going to get Parker Christensen. And it will be the first against Christensen, second team foul, as we'll see Nathaniel Hales get to the table and come in the ball game. And Parker Christensen will go to the bench.
Yeah, still no timeout for Spanish Fork, which I'm surprised about with a 15-point deficit.
Brady Lewis can't hit the 3. It's Tanner Olson who runs it down. Couldn't get the putback. Butler pulls the board. Butler up ahead to Boyack quickly. 41 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's Hales. Tries to get into Brad Bird and does. Hales over Boyack. Here's Dawson Butler. Free throw line jumper. Puts it on the floor. Then gets a little too unselfish. Throws it away. 1-on-2 the other way. Here's Argyle. And Argyle will get it over to Brady Lewis.
Great transition defense by the Golden Eagles.
Caleb Money looking for his second 3. Couldn't get this one to go. 16 to play in the quarter. Boyack into the front court. He'll pull up and take a 3. That one was long. Bird with the offensive board. Boyack to the basket. Inside to Hales. Goes up strong. Gets it to go. 3 seconds on the clock. Tanner Olson, I don't think he notices it. Now Argyle from over half court is short. And that's the way the first quarter will end here at Maple Mountain.
Everything coming up Maple Mountain in that first quarter.
We've reached the end of 1. It's Maple Mountain 27, Spanish Fork 10. You're watching high school basketball here on Spanish Fork 17.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance and financial needs.
Start of the second quarter here on Spanish Fork 17, and Jerry summed it up pretty well at the end of the first quarter. Everything going the Golden Eagles' way, a 27-10 lead at the end of 1. Great to be with everybody. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, when you take a look at that first quarter, really not much going well for Spanish Fork.
No, and it's shocking that Spanish Fork, after seeing Maple Mountain's defense, didn't call a timeout to try and find a way to attack it. I guess they're trying to shoot their way out of it. I don't know.
And really, the big story, Tanner Argyle having a very slow quarter. They did get a lot of offensive production as we see Maple Mountain bring in a couple of the second team guys. Christensen and Boyack both going to get a rest to start the second quarter.
They got Hall and Hales. It looks like Cromanhook on the court as well.
Here's Brad Bird, number 5, drops it inside. There's going to be an offensive foul, I believe, called against Colton Bingham. Sorry, Nathaniel Hales. His first and the third team foul. Maple Mountain pressuring Spanish Fork quite a bit. Kicks it in the corner. Here's Chingas. He hits a big 3 for Josh Chingas. Chingas has 2 fouls, something to keep an eye on. Dawson Hall right back the other way from Maple Mountain.
They needed that three-pointer.
Bingham sets the screen. Hales goes around it, tries to jumble through the triple, and Hall way off with the three. Rebound pulled down. Here's Josh Chingus, and an offensive foul going to be called on Chingus. That's his third, and he is frustrated as he throws the ball to the official, and now you have to think Jesse Roberts either has to keep him out there with three or pull him, and Brady Lewis right to the bench again, and Chingus is going to head the bench. He was in there for about a whole 38 seconds.
That was a good play by Nathaniel Hales to get his feet tripped up and kind of go down.
Hales with the basketball, guarded by Kellett Cook. Here's Brad Bird, number 5.
No real score on the court right now for Maple Mountain.
Here's Hall, splits the defense. It's Croman Hook for 3. That one was long. Brady Lewis with the rebound. Spanish Fork with a good opportunity here to try to cut into this lead. Here's Kellett Cook with the basketball. Gets it over Olsen inside. Here's Bridger Knowles, backs down Bird, spins, gets the 2 to go. A big bucket right there.
Lead down to 12.
Croman Hook inside, tried to get to Bingham, it's poked away. Croman Hook coming from behind. Knowles coast to coast runs. Bird over, offensive foul against Bridger Knowles.
That's 2 on Knowles.
16 foul. As Brad Bird had plenty of time to see that he was coming right down the tracks.
He almost got a defensive 3 seconds.
27-15 coming up right here. 27-15 in favor of Maple Mountain. Here's Bingham in the high post. Gets it over Dawson Hall. He'll take a 3, and that one just missed a little bit long. Congdon pulls the rebound. Spanish Fork needs some sort of offense here quickly.
Yeah, Hall coming off an injury, still has to find his shot.
Boyack and Christensen get to the bench as Tanner Olsen hits a 3.
It's a three-pointer. And it looks like the Splash Brothers looking to check in for Maple Mountain.
A reach-in foul. This one going to go against Kellett Cook. Or sorry, not a reach. It's going to be a block. And that's the 6th team foul. So one more, and Maple Mountain, nope, sorry, that is the 7th. Maple Mountain will shoot free throws as Christensen will wait to come in. Radican back in, as is Tyler Boyack. And then Christensen will check in for Nathaniel Hales.
Yeah, if I'm shooting free throws, though, do you miss it so you don't have to come out?
1-1. That one off the rim. Knowles pulls the rebound. Kellett Cook, and we got a whistle. And
looks like there's a problem with the clock or the score.
I think what they're saying is the scoreboard, the clock I don't think started right now as everybody gets ready here to back to play basketball. 5:53 to go before halftime, 27-18 lead. Spanish Fork putting together a nice quick 5-0 run to start the quarter. Inside, Knowles puts it up for 2, make that a quick 7-0 run, and it's back within 7.
Almost double dribbled.
Radican goes around the screen. He's guarded by Brady Lewis. Brad Bird wide open, puts it on the deck, tries to drop it inside to Boyack with the reverse, couldn't get the roll.
That would have been pretty.
Back the other way is Tanner Argyle in the corner, a huge 3 for Congdon, that one is off. Loose ball going to go to Christensen, who dribbles it off the foot of Brady Lewis.
Yeah, that's off his foot.
And it will stay here with Maple Mountain with 5:14 to go. Dawson Butler will get to the table. He'll come in for the Golden Eagles.
Maple Mountain getting a little careless. Still no timeout by either team.
So Maple Mountain with Parker Christensen, Colton Bingham, Tyler Boyack, Dawson Butler, and Will Radigan. Spanish Fork has Tanner Argyle, Bridger Knowles, Brady Lewis, Tanner Olsen, and Congdon out there as Radigan goes hard to the basket. It's knocked away in the backcourt. Boyack almost had the steal twice. Lewis in transition for 3 is off. Butler pulls the rebound. Maple Mountain looking to run.
An open man.
And boy, Spanish Fork working hard not to get a loose ball. 3 on the way is long. Bingham can't run it down. Here's the quick touch pass.
Oh, Christensen with a deep three comes up short.
27-20 right now lead for inside. Drops it. That one's thrown away. Here's Radigan ahead of the pack.
If Knowles was aware of that, that would have been an easy two.
Inside, no. Rebound going to go here to Argyle. Here comes Spanish Fork. This game kind of at an out-of-control pace right now as the ball's tipped around and controlled again. Butler ahead, 2-on-1. It's knocked away from behind. Butler to Christensen inside. Olsen with the block from behind.
Woo, got a turnover fest going.
Back the other way, 27-20 lead. Olsen with the basketball. Josh Congdon over Tanner Olsen. Here's Argyle in the corner. Argyle's had a quiet first half. And that one's knocked out of bounds. That's going to go.
Colton Bingham got a piece. Deflected it just enough that Knowles knocked it out of bounds.
So a couple of changes. Caleb Money coming in. Kellett Cook for Spanish Fort. Matthew Ballard coming in for Maple Mountain.
Looks like all starters on the floor for Maple Mountain.
27-20 here. Right now in favor of Maple Mountain. 3:35 to go. They throw that again. That backdoor lob pass. Trying to connect.
Way high.
Trying to connect there on the alley-oop, I think.
I don't know. With just a 7-point lead, I wouldn't try anything too fancy.
Spanish Fork has cut into a lead cut the lead down by 8. It was 15 at the end of the quarter. Skip pass here. Kellett Cook, number 2 with the basketball. Here's Knowles, tries to spin around, it's knocked away. Here's Radigan ahead of the pack, 3-on-2. Skip pass to Christensen for 3. Rainbow shot is good.
Parker Christensen now with 10 points, stops the bleeding. Increases the lead to 10 points for Maple Mountain.
A third of the Golden Eagles' points tonight belong to number 3, Parker Christensen. Kellett Cook, here's Tanner Argyle. Christensen got a piece of it. Up ahead, it's Christensen and Boyack going against Cook. And Christensen with the left hand is good. 32-20 lead right now for the Golden Eagles. 2:44 to go before halftime.
What I like about that play is Boyack slowed up, slowing down Kellett Cook so he couldn't interfere with the play.
Knowles takes it to the basket, throws it away. Dawson Butler with the steal. Up ahead of the pack, he's got Boyack. It's going to be a reach-in foul, I believe, against Argyle. And that's going to put Dawson Butler at the line, shooting 1-and-1.
So that's Tanner Argyle's first foul.
And so right now, Maple Mountain getting a lot of these points, Jerry, in transition. That's, I think, the frustrating part if you're Jesse Roberts and Spanish Fort.
Yeah, I mean, it's streaky ball. Both teams not playing particularly well, but the balls are dropping for Maple Mountain.
Dawson Butler at the line. He'll shoot a pair. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. And the first one is going to be off. Rebounded by Brady Lewis. Kellett Cook ahead of the pack. Here's Tanner Argyle. Thought about the quick 3. He'll pull it in. Here's Knowles to the basket with the left hand. Count it. And Knowles will get a free throw coming as he gets the and 1.
I think that's going to be on Ballard with the body.
That'll be the first on Ballard, 14 foul. And once again, Spanish Fort trying to cut it back within single digits. 32-22, 2:17 to go in the first half as the three-point play is completed by Bridger Knowles, who has a majority of the offense in the first half for Spanish Fort.
Yeah, he's doing his part to keep the Dons in this game.
Parker Christensen with the basketball now. Here's Boyack in the corner. He'll drive to the hoop, put it up off the glass and in for 2.
Man. 7 points for Tyler Boyack.
Tanner Argyle with the basketball over to Kellett Cook. Back, here's Argyle, corner of Brady Lewis. He'll pull it back out now. Here's Tanner Argyle. He'll take a 3 up over Boyack and hits.
That's his first points of the game. He's fearless.
Maple Mountain coming right back the other way. Will Radigan with the basketball. Here's Boyack against Kellett Cook. Around the screen, spins into Brady Lewis. He'll pull it out. Dawson Butler thought about the 3, goes past Knowles to the rim, drops it to Ballard. A Lance Wilson State Farm assist there to Dawson Butler as he found the wide open Matthew Ballard.
He just seems to move in slow motion.
Here's Caleb Money for 2. That one is going to hit all parts of the rim, but just didn't get the roll. 1:05 to go. Money almost commits the foul. Boyack, I think, just threw the ball off of him there.
That was smart. He was expecting to get the foul, realized he didn't, and threw it off of Money out of bounds.
Minute 4 to go here before the end of the first half.
I tell you, Dawson Butler was pulling everything down underneath on the defensive boards, though.
Right now, 1 minute to go here in this first half. Back cut, Butler up against Lewis, and now will be a foul on Brady Lewis. Dawson Butler, I believe they're going to give him a pair at the free throw line, and it will be number 15, Brady Lewis, his first 9th team foul.
Will get 2 shots.
So Butler already had 1 trip to the free throw line here in the quarter, and this one is good for Dawson Butler.
6 points for DB.
37-26. Maple Mountain, a very big kind of offensive quarter for high school basketball. Butler's second on the way is good as well. Nothing but net. Extends the lead back out to 12. Tanner Argyle, number 3 with the basketball thrown away. Here's Butler.
He's going to throw it down.
Throws it down for 2 and extends the lead back out.
He could have thrown it down a little harder than that. I'm disappointed.
Argyle inside. Money's fouled. Couldn't get the roll, and Caleb Money's going to shoot a pair at the free throw line. And so it's going to go against Dawson Butler. So after the throwdown on one end, he gets the foul on the other, his first 15 foul.
Did we get that on the Car Guys instant replay?
We did.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, gone it.
And Caleb Money hits the first.
Money has 4 points, a very key 3-pointer, and a free throw.
And Money's second is on its way, is good as well. So back down to an 11-point lead with 37 seconds to go in the quarter. Boyack with the basketball. Here's Will Radigan in the post. Here's Ballard. Backing down. Goes up against Lewis. Gets the roll for 2.
That's what I've been waiting for from Matthew Ballard.
20 seconds to play here in the half.
Half-court press.
Double team. Almost threw it away. Here's Knowles. He'll pull it back out. Here's Argyle. 11 on the clock here in the quarter. Spanish Fork going to play for the final shot.
I think Argyle's going to just pull up and take it.
Argyle. A lot of pressure from Boyack. Gets it in the middle. It's Knowles at the horn, and he is short. And that will end the first half here on Spanish Fork 17. Maple Mountain controls most of it. Spanish Fork has a nice run. And we'll take a break here on Spanish Fork 17 at the half. Maple Mountain 42, Spanish Fork 28. You're watching high school basketball on Spanish Fork 17.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Here at halftime, Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman, a 42-28 lead for Maple Mountain. The Golden Eagles, I don't know what their shooting percentage was, Jerry, but it must have been close to 60%.
It must have been. I mean, they're getting points off transition, offensive rebounds, and Spanish Fork can't get anything to drop.
So we'll have here at halftime for you, we'll have the Elevates for you, as they also perform during halftime of the girls' game. So let's join the halftime show here at Maple Mountain High School and the Maple Mountain High School Elevates. Maple Mountain elevates for you here at the half. Ryan Pickens and Jerry Huffman here, where Maple Mountain has a 42-28 lead over the visiting Spanish Fork Dons, and game one of what will be a very fun two-game series here. Waiting to kind of see. We are going to have the Maple Mountain cheerleaders for you here now, here on Spanish Fork 17. So we'll rejoin the halftime show here for the Maple Mountain cheerleaders.
The United Spirit Association National Cheerleading Competition in Anaheim, California, placing third at the UCA Regional Competition to qualify. Captains are Jalen Watson, Grayson Shinnicky, Junior Captain Haley Hamilton, Sophomore Captain Courtney Robinson, coached by Dana Boya, Taylor Fernandez, and Aubrey Hickson.
At this point, what we'll do is we'll take a break. When we come back, we will have our first half recap, and we'll preview the second half here. Maple Mountain on top, 42-28 over the visiting Spanish Fork Dons. You're watching high school basketball at Spanish Fork 17.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
In Spanish Fork, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Lance Wilson for your insurance financial needs.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Getting ready for the second half here on Spanish Fork 17. And in that first half, Maple Mountain had control for most of it, a 42-28 lead for the Golden Eagles as we get ready here to start the second half. Ryan Pickens alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, really taking a look at that. Once again, we saw one of the guards for Maple Mountain have a great first half.
Yeah, Parker Christensen just went off. They struggled midway through the second quarter, but then a three by Parker Christensen got them relit again. Spanish Fork was able to get within 7 points, I believe, and they stretched it back out. 14.
Now, a couple of things for Spanish Fork, Jerry, that we kind of touched on is, first off, you have Tanner Argyle, who's a big part of your offense. He's having a very quiet night so far, 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points. That they just haven't found a solution to Maple Mountain zone and surprise half-court trap. So a lot of turnovers for Spanish Fork in that first half.
So going into the second half, if you're Jesse Roberts and the Dons, what kind of adjustments are you making?
I don't know. I mean, play the high post game. You got to flash the high post when that trap comes. Take your people out of the post, get them to the high post. Outlet passes. Maple Mountain's just getting their hands in the passing lanes and knocking it away on little bitty deflections that are then deflecting off of Spanish Fork and going straight to Maple Mountain. So, a lot of it is the ball is bouncing Maple Mountain's way this first half, and that could change on a dime.
And really, the other thing that really kind of stood out to everybody, or at least, I don't know if everybody, but to me in the first half, when you look at Spanish Fork, they just didn't get a break. Like, it's not that they're turning the ball over constantly, they just can't hit a shot.
Yeah, Maple Mountain is just, they seem to be swarming everywhere, much like the Spanish Fork girls were doing to Maple Mountain girls in that ball game.
So for Maple Mountain, you take a look at the adjustments. I don't really know if you're head coach Johnny Averett, what kind of adjustments you make, because you had a really good first half.
You always have a first half and a second half plan. You go to your second half plan, and if it doesn't work, I would fall back on my first half plan.
So we'll see, 42-28. Just kind of an interesting note before we start the third quarter. We saw the Springville girls on Friday night, Jerry, and they were playing Wasatch tonight.
Right.
Game went, last I heard, they were in double OT.
Oh, wow. So good parity in the Region 8 girls basketball.
So I tried to look up some other scores from around Region 8. That was really the only one I really could find. So a full slate of games, though, tonight going on throughout Region 8. We're getting ready to start the third quarter here on Spanish Fork 17. As Spanish Fork will try to see if they can chip back into this one, as they will go with with the following starters. Josh Chingus, number 20, in there, with Knowles, Congdon, Argyle, and Kellett Cook. Josh Chingus right now with the basketball has 3 fouls.
Yeah, Spanish Fork in a little bit of foul trouble that first half as well.
Deep three for Argyle's off. Butler pulls the rebound. And Maple Mountain looks like they're going to try to continue to play up tempo like they did in the first half.
That was a heat check by Argyle trying to catch fire.
Here's Radican with the basketball. Here's Ballard with the turnaround. Shot couldn't get it to go. Loose ball going to be controlled by Kellett Cook. And now Cook's going to go the other way.
He tried passing out to Boyack instead of just backing him down and turning and shooting it.
Here's Chingus. Gets the basketball over in the corner. It's Brandon Congdon. Back up, that one nearly thrown away. Here's Argyle. Back up, Chingus. Argyle drops it in the middle. Here's Knowles against Ballard. Spins through, couldn't get it to go.
A
late
on
whistle
Ballard.
comes in.
I think he got him on the arm, though.
And right now, it's going to go against Ballard. His second and first team foul against Maple Mountain.
Here's Knowles, chance to add to his 11 points.
Couldn't get the roll. Maple Mountain on Friday night, they head over to Uinta as they'll play the first 2 on the road.
I got to admit, I'm glad we're not going to do that game. That's a long drive in this weather.
And now whistles blow here. We'll see.
Another clock problem.
It looks like they're trying to sort something out on the free throw. Johnny Averett pointed out something to the officials, and we're going to see here what the call's going to be.
Lane violation on Black.
No
so
basket,
no
they're going to
basket.
say. So it'll be Maple Mountain basketball here. And they're going to take the one off the board, no basket. So 42-28 here in the third quarter. So right now, I guess a heads-up alert play there by Johnny Averett, and I know a couple of the players pointed out the same thing. Back cut for Christensen. They'll try to get it out to Radigan. It's stolen away, but Christensen right back. Radigan pump fakes, puts it up on the deck, couldn't get it to go. Boyack with the rebound, couldn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Knowles, and here's Josh Chinggis. Chinggis with the basketball all the way against Ballard, an offensive foul against Chinggis.
That is 4 on Chinggis.
And a technical has just been called, and if that's on Chinggis, that's 5. We'll see here who they call, and it's going to be 20 with the offensive foul, and then 20 with the technical, and Chinggis has just been he's just been disqualified with his 5th foul.
Wow. We got Spanish Fork fans right behind us, so I apologize if you hear anything at home.
So you can tell they're not overly happy about it. But, I mean, the thing was, he was completely set. I mean, it's an offensive foul.
Right. I mean, Chinggis has been frustrated all game. There were a couple that were close on him, so he's probably feeling a bit picked on. As Boyack goes to the line, hits 1 for 8 points. That's his first of this second half.
Boyack's second is good as well. So Tyler Boyack able to find a way to get that second one to go. Times maybe a little out on the out-of-control side. That one out of bounds, but stay here with Maple Mountain as we'll get Olsen and Money back in the ballgame.
Yeah, both not playing to that. Run and gun, it's fun to watch.
And that one's going to go out of bounds. It will stay here with Maple Mountain. 4:16 to go, third quarter. Thanks for tuning in on a Tuesday night for some high school basketball. I believe Friday night they'll be over at
Boyack for 3.
As that one's off. That one will be tipped around, controlled by Knowles. Friday night, I believe the station's going to be over at for Springville. And
yeah, they'll be hosting, Spanish Fork will be hosting Springville on Friday, January 27th. Oh!
Knowles, Boyack got in the air, almost avoided the contact, but
almost.
He'll pick up, I believe, his first foul with the block. And it will be Spanish Fork basketball underneath the basket here.
So they have Spanish Fork has Springville on Friday. Then on Tuesday the 31st, they travel to Salem Hills to finish out their first half of region schedule. Actually, Salem Hills wraps it around.
Here's a 3 on the way for Argyle, and he hits. A big 3 for Tanner Argyle, who's had a quiet night for Spanish Fork tonight.
2 threes for Argyle. He averaged about 14 points a game.
51-36. Parker Christensen with the basketball. Here's Radigan around the screen. And Boyack back up. Radigan tries to split the defense, kicks it out. Christensen for 3. Got it.
Christensen with 15 points.
So the 2 threes there kind of cancel each other out.
18-point lead for the Golden Eagles.
Inside, that one knocked away. 1 on 3. Here's Boyack. He'll leave it for Christensen, who has to pull it back. There's going to be a foul.
Oh.
And hitting the deck there was Brandon Congdon, who went high for the block.
Yeah, Christensen wisely pulled that out. Didn't see Congdon. Congdon flew right over his back. Looks like he's okay.
And Parker Christensen will inbound it here for Maple Mountain. 3:07 to play, third quarter. They throw it up. Butler makes the catch, goes strong up right up against Congdon, couldn't get it to go. Tipped around, Brad Bird wins it. Here's Butler in the middle. Boyack pump fake, back to Bird.
No 3 seconds yet.
And now we'll have a
There
three
it
in the
is.
key.
Thought it was getting a little bit passy in there.
2:53 to go here in the third quarter, and a huge opportunity now. Spanish Fork has to start getting some stops defensively, Jerry.
Austin Bingham looking to check in.
Going around the screen, here's Congdon. Congdon goes around the screen, puts up a three. That one is off. Rebound, tipped around to control. Here's Money to Congdon, who goes up strong and gets the roll. Got a little bit of contact, is expecting the whistle, but no call. 54-38, here's Tyler Boyack.
You know,
here's Christensen, tees up a three. That one is short. Butler with the tip. Money tries to pull it, and Radican wins it. Here's a three on the way. It's good for Will Radican.
The ball is bouncing Maple Mountain's way tonight.
And Jesse Roberts is right on the official. Money to answer short. Rebound pulled down. There's going to be a foul on Caleb Money. And that's going to be a foul there. That's his first
foul.
And 14th foul. As Jesse Roberts very much wanting an explanation, as we'll see Gavin Oldham come in the ball game.
I'm wondering what
Parker
he's arguing
Swenson
about in that exchange on that three-pointer by Will Radigan.
Well, I think what he's trying to say, there was some loose ball contact that Money kind of ended up kind of falling over in a sense. I think he wanted a loose ball foul.
Okay.
Here's Colton Bingham. Brad Bird with the basketball now. Tried to get it inside, and Will to Dawson Butler. Butler back out. Boyack catch and shoot. Left it short. And there's going to be looks like an offensive foul against Brad Bird. That'll be his first.
I thought Brad Bird had position on that one.
And
of course, I don't have the best angle.
It'll be the 15th foul. Minute 40 to go here. That one almost stolen away by Dawson Butler. Drops it inside. Here's Swenson. Got Bingham in the air. Goes up strong. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounds tipped around and controlled into the hands of Tanner Argyle. Argyle on the deck, and there's going to be a foul here coming against Tyler Boyack. Number 11 gets the foul, his second.
Boyack, I didn't see him anywhere on the play.
Argyle. Here's Parker Swenson. Inside, Caleb Money. He'll kick it back out. Argyle for three and hits.
There it is.
Big three for Tanner Argyle. Back the other way quickly. Boyack up against Swenson. It's blocked by number 11. That's Gavin Oldham. A big block there. Now Spanish Fork a chance to cut into it some more. Here's Argyle, drops it inside, and that one's knocked away by Colton Bingham as Cameron Rennie will get ready to come in the ball game for Maple Mountain.
Yeah, I think Argyle should have shot that from the elbow. He was up there.
Under a minute to play here in the third quarter.
Get the ball to Argyle.
Argyle in the corner, pump fakes, goes up for three. That one was long.
Oh, so close.
Rebound going to be controlled by Colton Bingham. 45 seconds to play in the quarter.
Christensen with 15 points.
Cameron Rennie, number 32, has the basketball. He'll pull it out against Caleb Money. Here's Christensen. Butler puts it on the deck. Steps through, lays that one up and in.
Oh, finger roll. 30 seconds left to go on the clock.
And we'll see here if Tanner Olson and the Dons elect to play for the final shot of the quarter.
Down by 18.
Butler knocks that one away.
I don't understand the last shot. 2 for 1 maybe?
Well, there's no shot clock, so there's no way to guarantee that.
You get one shot, then maybe get a turnover.
Here's Tanner Argyle with the basketball. It's Oldham. Puts it on the deck, kicks it out, Money. Here's Olson. They get it back to Argyle. 6 on the clock. Argyle's going to lose it into the backcourt. Bingham's going to make contact with it, though.
2 seconds.
There's 2 seconds on the clock. They got to get something up. Swenson did not get it off, but they're going to say he did. Nonetheless, he misses it, and we end the third quarter. We've reached 3 here at Maple Mountain High School. It's the Golden Eagles 59, the Spanish Fork Dons 41. The Dons need a rally, and they need one quick coming up on Spanish Fork 17.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Start of the fourth quarter here on Spanish Fork 17. It's been all Golden Eagles tonight. A 59-41 lead right now. The Dons have kept it close, but just haven't been able to cut very deep into that deficit as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors here on Spanish Fork 17.
As you've seen in our last commercial, we have the Car Guys with the Car Guys Instant Replay, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen Wise, and Dickerson Automotive. And as you enjoy this broadcast, we invite you to follow our pages on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube to keep up with the latest shows, live broadcasts, and our SF17 staff. Just look for Spanish Fork 17.
Colton Bingham tries to take it to the basket. There will be a foul, a late foul called on Brady Lewis. And that's going to be...
That's probably on Kelly Cook. I thought he had a clean block from behind.
Oh, it is Kelly
on
Cook.
Austin Bingham. And that will send Austin Bingham to the line for 2.
So Bingham will shoot a pair, and he's going to hit the first one.
That's his first point on the night. And the third point by a non-starter for Maple Mountain.
The starters have had a very big role tonight in the Maple Mountain lead. They go back up by 20 here with 7:50 to go fourth quarter. Here's Congdon with the basketball, double teamed. Knowles wide open underneath. He couldn't get the roll. And another late whistle, and Brad Bird's kind of, I think, puzzled.
Are they waiting for the basket to see if it falls before they call the foul?
I think so, and they're going to say it's Bird. And shooting too, I think.
He did get a piece of his arm.
But I think Brad Bird's more wanting an explanation as to why that call's coming in so late.
I think it is because they're waiting to see if the basket falls. Wait. I guess you can call it and then wait.
As the first is good for Bridger Knowles.
Giving him 15 points.
Second one on the way is good.
So he leads all scorers with 16 points. Parker Christensen from Maple Mountain has 15.
Christensen with the basketball. Here's Dawson Butler. Cameron Rennie getting a couple of good minutes here at the end of this ball game. I guess not really even at the end with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Rennie kind of trapped there. He'll find Dawson Butler. Butler with the basketball. Here's Colton Bingham, spins to the left.
Oh, take it
straight
up,
up.
big man.
It's blocked, but a late foul call. And we'll see here, they're going to get Brandon Congdon on the foul.
I think he faked himself out.
6th team foul, second against Congdon.
He spun into the lane and there was nobody there.
I think he had one of those moments where he went, oh, wait, I'm all alone. And Bingham's first is good.
Well, he's 3 for 3 from the line so far.
Radican back in, Boyack back in. Butler and Christensen will go to the bench. So I think you're seeing Coach Johnny Avery get some of the other guys in the ball game without polling the entire starting 5.
I think that's smart. That midway through the second quarter, when he put all defensive team on, Spanish Fork made quite a run.
Colton Bingham with the miss. Radican right there. Couldn't get the putback.
Blocked
it's
by
going to
Rennie.
go out of bounds.
Actually, blocked by Lewis, and he got hit in the lower belly for his trouble.
Radican set to inbound, looking for Boyack up at the top. He finds him. Here's Colton Bingham.
So 2-3 for the Dons. Actually, it looks like a 3-2. Because the Maple Mountain has good outside shooters.
Cameron Rennie, number 32, controls the basketball. Bird gets it into Bingham, spins down the lane, goes straight up, no. Rebound pulled by Bridger Knowles.
He has that mismatch. He's got to take advantage of that.
Kellett Cook, number 2 in the ball game. Here's a 3 on the way for, that was Brady Lewis, which was off. Here's Radican ahead of the pack. He'll pull it back out. Rennie thought about the 3. He won't take it. 6:28 to go, fourth quarter. Radican will pull it out. Rennie with the basketball. Goes down the lane, spins in the middle, and a travel against Cameron Rennie. So Tanner Argyle and Caleb Money will come back in the ball game. Parker Christensen for Maple Mountain. So some changes right there coming for both teams. Dawson Butler and Matthew Ballard coming in for Maple Mountain.
He's bringing in the starting lineup to close out this ball game. Interesting move by Coach Averett with a 19-point lead.
And 6:15 to go, so maybe just giving them a few more, 2 or 3 more minutes out there, and a chance to really kind of seal this one up. Here's Money in the corner, spins in the middle, throws it away. Here comes Tyler Boyack, 3-on-1 the other way. Butler catches, reverses, no. Boyack, and there's going to be a foul.
Call Boyack over the back.
And it's going to be Tyler Boyack, and you can tell he kind of looked over at his coach and goes, "It's on me?" Like I could see him kind of mouth that from here.
Nice try, TB. Nice try.
So it will be against Boyack for an over the back. That's the 17th foul against the Golden Eagles. So Spanish Fork an opportunity to try to cut into this one from the free throw line. It'll be Caleb Money at the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Caleb Money, 5 points, just over his average of 4.
And Money hits the first. Spanish Fork has...
Yeah, Money's also playing much better than he did at the beginning of the season. First game against Mountain View that we saw.
Here's Tyler Boyack with the basketball. Radican goes around the screen. Ballard against Money. Here's Parker Christensen down the lane, splits the defense, put it up with the left, no good. Ballard right there, though, on the save to knock it out of bounds. And the ball will stay here with Spanish Fork, or will go to Spanish Fork.
Christensen seems to be able to change direction against gravity or against the laws of physics. He is so much fun to watch.
Here's Bridger Knowles inside, count the basket.
That's 4 on Ballard. So 18 points for Bridger with a chance for 3 the hard way.
And really, you take a look at Spanish Fork, Jerry, if they're going to make a run, they need to start probably right about now.
Yeah, and I would just give the ball to the guy with the hot hand, Bridger Knowles.
Knowles couldn't get it to go. Jesse Roberts really wanting the foul call there. Maple Mountain the other way. Here's Boyack. He'll pull up for 3 and got
Deep
it.
3. He is not going to let Parker Christensen get the scoring title.
And you just kind of take a look at, we'll see that one on the Car Guys instant replay. Every time that Spanish Fork starts to get a run, Maple Mountain does something to get it back. Here's Knowles inside, a layup good for Tanner Olson. And a full timeout going to be called here by head coach Jesse Roberts. 65-49, Maple Mountain. We'll take a moment here. Let's thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We want to thank the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jack's Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen and Wise Attorneys at Law, Dickerson Automotive.
And as you enjoy this broadcast, we invite you to follow our pages on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. To keep up with the latest shows, live broadcasts, and our SF-17 staff, just look for Spanish Fork 17.
No doubt in the next couple of weeks there will be some very exciting stuff throughout Region 8. Of course, the girls' state tournament up at Salt Lake Community College, the number 1 seed out of Region 8. Well, they get to play right up the road at the UCCU Center in Orem, which wasn't very kind to Maple Mountain a year ago. Again, they lost to Mountain View, which is right in UVU's backyard, basically. But the number 4 seed in Region 8, Jerry, also makes that trip to Orem.
Yep.
But if you're the 2 or the 3, you're going up to Salt Lake.
That can't be a fun trip.
So right now, a very good idea for Maple Mountain to have a chance to see if they can finish off as the number 1 seed in Region 8, but a lot of work still to be done. Parker Christensen with the basketball.
Well, right now, Maple Mountain stands alone in Region 8 at number 1.
Butler right past Knowles. Couldn't get the bucket to go, but
Smart foul by Bridger Knowles.
he will shoot a pair at the line.
That's going to be 3 on him.
17 fouls. 65-49, fourth quarter. These two teams will play one more time over at Spanish Fork.
Butler looks to extend his point total. Has 12 points now.
And really, Jerry, Spanish Fork, playing that game over at Spanish Fork, has been a real kind of Achilles heel for Maple Mountain the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, they play really well at home.
Butler hits a pair at the line. He's had a good night from the free throw line.
Now, Spanish Fork is coming off a good win against Payson, 54-52.
Congdon couldn't get it to go. There's going to be a foul, and we'll see who they're going to
I think
get.
they're going to get money over the back on Butler.
And we'll see here. They're going to get. Yep, they're going to get a. That's going to be money, his second. So Dawson Butler will go back to the free throw line and shoot a pair, as Oldham and Kellett Cook will come back in the ball game. So a 1-and-1 coming here for Dawson Butler with 4:47 to go, fourth quarter, as Butler just made a pair of 30 seconds ago or so at the free throw line and makes the first there.
Got the front end of that one. 15 points for Dawson Butler. He is now tied with Christensen.
It's really kind of been a real quiet 15 for Butler tonight. Make it 16 with the free throw.
Butler has misdirected shots, got some key rebounds, and now he's got 16 quiet points.
Kellett Cook with the basketball, number 2, gets it over. Here's Tanner Argyle.
Looks like Dawson Butler's making a play for our MVP of the game for the Maple Mountain side.
As Bridger Knowles, who's making his own pretty good statement
exactly.
so far,
20 points for Bridger Knowles.
Radigan the other way. Here's
Shoot
Ballard.
It.
He really thought about it, but
I want to see Ballard shoot that 3.
here's Cook on Boyack around the screen. Boyack dribbles into a double team. A lot of contact. Here's Butler inside. Pump fake, and then gets the bucket to go.
18 points for Dawson Butler.
And the lead back to 20 for Maple Mountain. It really hasn't been under 20 very much here in the second half. Here's Argyle with the basketball. Goes around the screen, drops it inside, nearly throws it away. Knowles right up against Butler, gets it to go. Nice roll for Bridger Knowles.
Knowles still leads all scorers with 22 points.
Radigan with the basketball, number 20 for Maple Mountain. Radigan, Boyack, Christensen, Ballard, and Butler on the floor for Maple Mountain. Ballard kind of shows the pump fake, then gives it Christensen down the lane, but it's blocked by Oldham.
Oldham is long.
And Brady Lewis will come in.
He looks taller than Knowles.
We'll see here. Oldham listed at 6'2", Knowles at 6'4".
Huh.
Back comes Spanish Fork. Argyle stripped from behind, but he's going to be fouled by Parker Christensen.
That's 2 on Christensen.
And Caleb Money just came out of the ballgame, now gets back to the table. He'll check back in.
Argyle could have passed that one early for an easy 2.
And now Argyle will shoot a 1-on-1 here for Spanish Fork. And Argyle will get the first to go. Of course, next year these two teams will probably play in non-region, but it won't be in the same region. Maple Mountain will be up in 5A. I'm sure it's a storyline the rest of the way we'll be talking about throughout the spring sports season. But next year this will be a 5A versus 4A matchup.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting development. Kind of the same when Spanish Fork went down to 3A, Maple Mountain stayed 4.
Here's Argyle now. 3:07 to go, fourth quarter. Argyle with the basketball, splits the defense. It's knocked away. Butler up ahead. Christensen, Cook chasing him, and Cook comes from behind and blocks it. Boyack gets fouled on the way up. And Mikel Christensen and Wise attorneys at law. Great defense there by Kellett Cook. Did you see that on the Car Guys instant replay?
That was a great block from behind. Christensen didn't even know he was there.
The foul went against Brady Lewis. And now Boyack will shoot a pair.
Tell you that game with football is already set up for next year with Spanish Fork Maple Mountain. So that's going to happen.
Jerry, I hate to burst your bubble, but as you reminded me in the girls' game, football's still 8 months away.
It's closer than you think. We've already started lifting.
Wholesale changes coming for Spanish Fork. Tanner Olson, Parker Swenson, Brandon Congdon, and I think that's it.
Bryler Jensen. I have 21, Bryler Jensen. Boyack missed that one.
Now it's stolen in the backcourt. Colton Bingham with the reverse, couldn't get it to go. Butler fights for it, but knocks it out of bounds.
Spanish Fork basketball.
So with 2:51 to go in the fourth quarter, Maple Mountain, the biggest thing you want right now, really, for both teams, Jerry, is end this game on a positive note, right?
Yes.
Inside, here's Knowles. He ends up hitting the deck. Outside, Olson for three. That one is off. Rebound tipped around. Knowles wins it. Goes up strong. Gets fouled, and he'll shoot at the free throw line with 2:31
See if
to
they
go.
get Christensen on. Nope, they got Dawson Butler on that. His third.
Second on Butler. 10th team foul. So Spanish Fork will shoot two the rest of the way.
Knowles with 22. Make that 23.
Matches his jersey number tonight. It's definitely been the bright spot for Spanish Fork.
Yeah, he averages about 19 points a game, so doing his part to keep these Dons in it.
Second one is off, and here's Radigan into the front court. He's trying to go coast to coast. Left-hand layup good. Argyle right back the other way for Spanish Fork. Puts it on the deck.
Maple Mountain has 4 players in double digits.
In the middle, here's Knowles to the basket, lays it in for two. And Jesse Roberts wants a timeout. So 2:08 to go, fourth quarter, and right now is they want to just make sure here, see what they have. So it'll be a 30-second timeout. But let's take a moment here. Let's thank our sponsors one final time tonight.
We have the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Raquel Christiansen Wise, and Dickerson Automotive.
As you enjoy this broadcast tonight, we invite you to follow our pages on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube to keep up with the latest shows, live broadcasts, and our SF17 staff. Just look for Spanish Fork 17. So just
wait, left on the clock. I cut you off. I got you.
It's totally cool. It's totally fine, you know.
Hey, I got to get my airtime in.
I can sit here.
You're the best play-by-play in the business.
74-58. There's going to be a foul in the backcourt here, and I believe it might have been even before they inbounded the ball. So we'll see here. It's going to be
looks like they got Argyle.
And it is. It's going to be a hold. So Spanish Fork really trying to bring the pressure, try to see if they can't find a way to force a turnover.
Well, my question is, where was this in the first half? The pressure.
Well, you really take a look at it. You take away that really big first quarter start Maple Mountain got off to, and this is a very close ball game.
Exactly.
But that early start getting out.
I don't remember a timeout called by either team in that first half.
And the second one good for Christensen. Here's Argyle with the basketball, almost forcing over and back. In the corner now, being pressured, and that one knocked out of bounds. We're going to say off of Maple Mountain. So with 2 minutes to play, the ball will stay here with Spanish Fork. 75-58, Maple Mountain on top.
Yeah, even with the 23-point lead, Maple Mountain is still hustling there, contesting every pass.
Boyack nearly knocked that one away. Here's not Christensen, that's his counterpart wearing number 3. Argyle with the miss. Bingham on the run out, and he will miss the layup. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Parker Swenson, and it will stay here with Maple Mountain with 1:44, but a great pass from Dawson Butler.
Sorry, I don't math well. It's only a 17-point lead.
I don't think your degree's in mathematics, Jerry. Don't worry, mine isn't either. 75-58 as Radigan set to inbound, gets it into Christensen. Here's Bingham. He'll spot up for three, and that one is off. Rebound pulled down by Tanner Olson.
Follow your shot.
Argyle puts it on the deck. Now we'll pull it back out. Bryler Jensen to get into the table to check in.
And Bingham swiped with the left hand, got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. No, that's going to be on Radigan.
His first personal.
All right, how do you get to the fourth quarter in a basketball game as a starter and only have one foul?
It's a good question.
Let me know, because I usually have 4 in the first.
Really? That one is off. Some wholesale changes coming. Number 21, Bryler Jensen. Number 35, Ty Palapoy coming in. And number 11, Gavon Oldham hasn't checked in quite yet. He's at the table now getting ready to check in. Brandon Congdon at the line, the sophomore guard. That one's good as well. So now Congdon will take a seat. And Oldham will come back in.
Looks like Spanish Fork pulled most of their starters, and Maple Mountain still has them on the court.
Boyack with the basketball, about to move it back, and now Maple Mountain will empty out the bench. Here's Dawson Butler with the basketball.
Ooh, they're going to bring in the freshman.
Radigan with the basketball.
Spanish Fork, or Maple Mountain's going to bring in the freshman.
1:05 to go. Inside, here's Bird, kicks it out, and Boyack will move it back out. Boyack lost it, and it's a turnover, 56 seconds to play. That one nearly thrown away. Here's Jensen for 2 and hits. Big bucket there.
They're going to have to call a timeout. They want to get him in.
And Johnny Averett will just do just that. He will call a timeout as we will see a whole bunch of Golden Eagles check in this ball game. Devin McQuivy, Ethan Nelson.
Braden Hadfield, number 4, I believe, is coming in. And Braxton Tanner, the freshman.
So the frustration between the student sections right now, as Maple Mountain saying, just like football. Well, Spanish Fork's had some success in a sport called baseball, so
yes, they have.
They've gone back and forth here. Of course, a couple of years ago, that state championship game, Maple Mountain, Spanish Fork, that was a fun one for sure.
And Spanish Fork came out on top of that one.
Number 33 coming in for Maple Mountain, I believe.
Number 33
is Jake Muchmore.
No, that's Braxton Tanner.
Braxton Tanner.
Yeah,
okay.
That's Braxton Tanner wearing Muchmore's jersey. That's the freshman I was telling you about. Really good basketball player.
So number 21, Spencer Griffin with the basketball. Cameron Rennie's going to get fouled, and he's going to shoot a pair at the line as the freshman makes the layup, but it won't count for anything. No basket. And the foul's going to go against Palapoy.
McQuivy to get some varsity points here. Such a good kid. Devin McQuivy works hard.
6'5", and the first free throw rattles in and out.
Come on, Devin, get on the scoreboard.
38.8 to go. Spanish Fork will head home on Friday, and they will get a very good Springville team.
There it is.
As McQuivy gets it to go. Maple Mountain heads over to Uinta Friday night. Here's a 3 on its way. It's short there for Sage Olson. Inside, it's going to be Olson, throws it away.
Stolen by McQuivy, just took it away from him.
24 on the clock here as
Hadfield bringing it up the right side. He wants his points.
And that one's off, and loose ball going to go into
Braxton
the hands.
Tanner up. Nothing
no
called.
Foul call, and kicks it out. Spencer Griffin for 3.
Oh!
Rattled in and out. Palapoy with the rebound up ahead. Here's Oldham into the front court. Behind the back, and he lost it. And Maple Mountain will dribble this one out. The Golden Eagles are going to come out with a big win tonight here at home. 76-61 over the Spanish Fork Dons here tonight. Maple Mountain really controlling that one from the get-go. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up, including our MVP Sports MVP of the game coming up on Spanish Fork 17.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork. MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
Back here at Maple Mountain High School, a very nice performance tonight by the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. They come out on top, 76-61, over the visiting Spanish Fork Dons. Ryan Vickers alongside Jerry Huffman. And Jerry, when you really take a look at this game, and you take a look at the start, that really first about 5 minutes, I think, cost Spanish Fork.
It did. I mean, Maple Mountain came out to a great start. Spanish Fork didn't have a solution for that zone. And, came out to a big lead, and I can't remember the final score as they turned all the clocks off on me.
76-61, the final.
So yeah, I was trying to get our MVP Sports MVP of the game together.